Okay, let me start with this. Imagine walking down a busy street, minding your own business, and suddenly you're watching a stranger punch someone so hard they end up in the hospital. That's exactly what happened in Sydney's Coogee neighbourhood recently, and the security footage isn't just shocking, it's a disturbing window into how quickly normal moments can spiral into chaos. But here's what I can't stop thinking about. Why did this escalate? Why did nobody step in sooner? And what does this say about public safety in 2024? Let's unpack this. So here's what we know. A group of people, including a 41-year-old man and a younger guy in a white shirt, are chatting and hugging on a Saturday night. Out of nowhere, the younger guy slaps the older man. Now, slap someone? That's not a punch. But then he follows up with what the video calls a confrontation, though honestly, watching someone back away with their hands up while getting hit feels less like a fight and more like a cowardly attack. The victim ends up on the ground, bleeding, while bystanders yell for an ambulance. A woman screams, "Look what you've done to him," which makes me wonder, did she know the attacker? Was she trying to de-escalate or shame him? Or was she just as stunned as everyone else? What fascinates me most is the role of surveillance here. We are living in a world where every street corner, shop, and car park is watched. But does that actually make us safer? In this case, the footage was clear enough to lead to an arrest, which is a win for justice. But let's be real, how many assaults go unrecorded? How often does someone walk away with bruises and no evidence? This video is lucky to exist. It's a tool for accountability, sure, but it also exposes how often we rely on chance to prove the truth. If there'd been no camera, would the attacker have just walked off into the night, denying everything? Now, the bystanders. The footage shows people rushing to help, rolling the injured man onto his side, yelling for an ambulance. But here's the thing, why didn't anyone intervene before he hit the ground? We've all heard the bystander effect theory, where groups of people hesitate to act because they assume someone else will. But in 2024, with viral videos of attacks everywhere, shouldn't we be more prepared to step in? Or has the opposite happened? Are we so desensitized to violence from social media that we freeze, thinking, "Oh, this'll be on the news later?" That's a terrifying thought. This incident isn't just about one punch, it's about how communities react when things go wrong. And let's talk about the legal side. The 26-year-old was arrested on the spot and charged with assault occasioning actual bodily harm. That's a serious charge. But what's the message here? That random violence won't be tolerated? Or that police are prioritizing visible crimes while systemic issues fester? I'm not excusing the attacker's actions, absolutely not, but this single arrest feels like a band-aid on a much bigger wound. What about the culture of aggression in nightlife areas? The lack of mental health resources? The fact that this happened at 11 p.m. on a Saturday, a time when emergency services are already overwhelmed? We are focusing on one bad actor, but the stage was set long before he threw that slap. What this boils down to, for me, is a question of human behavior. Why do some people lash out over nothing? Why do others stand by while it happens? And why do we keep pretending that security cameras are a solution instead of a symptom of our collective anxiety? This video went viral because it's relatable. This could happen anywhere, to anyone. But the real story isn't the punch. It's the silence before the sirens. It's the moment nobody stepped in. And it's the uncomfortable truth that we are all just one bad decision away from chaos. What do you think? Is there a breaking point where we are forced to confront these patterns, or are we doomed to keep watching the same footage over and over? Let me know in the comments.